I am back at the bench, off and on. But my other projects kind of failed on me. Disappointed with the Trumpeter P-41D scale. The fit just wasn't right. I couldn't get it to work. When I did glue it, I held it in place, and then after I let go, it shifted again, left some horrendous issues with it. So that is back in the box, and I probably won't do anything with that one. But I do have another one that I'm working on, and I actually just started this build. Let's see if we can get this in the shot here. Nope. Let's try this way. This is Trumpeter P-51D in 32 scale. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of playing with it because I'm not sure if I want to cut it out or not. Um, there are some things that, quite frankly, as I'm looking at it, I'm not sure I can live with, that are seem to be wrong for every reference picture I've got. But I'm going to give it a shot. Um, One of the areas that will be visible is the engine compartment on top. So to that, and you're not going to be able to see it really well, I'm wiring up or putting what should be the hoses and the lines on that. Now, the engine is glued together. I did add some wiring. Hopefully this is showing up okay. Did add some wiring. Added the oil. Um, this is the oil. God, it's been so long since I did any of this. It has to do with the oil system. Then added just a touch on this side. Not a whole lot, just a touch. Now, where I'm trying to figure out if I want to do anything, on the back of the engine here, right here, that is supposed to be the booster and the ignition harness, the throttle setup. I'm not happy with that. Everything I've seen shows something completely different from that. So what I'm doing is I'm combing my references pretty hard and trying to figure out exactly what is what's there, how it's there. Now, for references for this, God help me, I always seem to buy references. I've got the walk around, squadron signal. I've got a Haynes workshop manual. I got a Warbird Tech manual. And then I have this, which I found online. It's the pilot training manual. And you see a number of papers in there. Those papers are from a couple of ebooks that I've got. I've got a couple of books on the Rolls-Royce Merlin, and I've got a couple of books on the P-40 ebooks. And what I'm doing is for my own use. I am printing out some things that way I don't have to have the book open in front of me. I can have that piece of paper and go from there. Uh, Similar to this. This came out of one of the one of the ebooks. It shows the piping and that for the uh, oil reservoir and stuff. Now, all things considered, this is going to be a challenge of a build because I haven't done anything like this in 2 years now. I haven't really built models in 2 years. So I'm trying to get back into it. I'm trying to think before I cut and trying to go from there. But that is my first video on this, and I will hopefully have more coming as we go. Um, Figure out what I'm going to do with that booster that they have molded on. Like I said, I don't see that in any of the reference pictures I have. It's got a completely different setup. But and I've got something from a restored Mustang, and it shows, I believe, a battery box in the engine compartment. Now, when I look at period specific pictures of that area, I don't see that. So that's probably gonna go away. Um, that's it. There you have it. That's what I've got going. Now, the one thing about this kit, and I didn't know this until I opened up the box, there are actually clear sides to this aircraft. If you wanted to do it, and I'm not sure that's going to go for me, you can actually build a clear sided aircraft. So, if somebody wanted to do the super detailing, the option is there that you don't have to cut. You can paint around it. You can leave it clear all the way through. There's a lot to it. So I'm going to call this video and see about getting it online. Start putting more content up. Not sure when I'm going to be able to do that, but I'm going to try to be able to do that. And we'll go from there. Alright, folks. Thanks for looking in. Peace.